Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris. And today's video is this 19 questions thing, which Andrew, aka Money Mentor, has tagged me in. Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers. Thanks very much, mate. But why is it 19 questions? Why is it not 20? It just doesn't sit right with me. 20 questions. How hard is it to make it 20? I mean, come on. So as part of this process, I've got to pass it on. I've got to pass on the baton and spread the word, get more people to do this 19 question thing. So I'm going to tag Jason T. Smith. And we can do it with Stacey if he wants, his wife. You can do a duo or you can just do it yourself, Jason. I'm going to tag 2 Aussie thrifters because they've not been tagged yet somehow. And I'm going to tag Jimmy from Trotters into eBay Traders so we can get to know a bit more about Jimmy and hopefully get some good animations and voices in there as well. And I'm going to tag Andy, the Mad Tatter, so we can get more of his face on screen because he's always hiding behind the camera. So, you know what I mean. So question 1 is, what does your channel name mean? Well, it's called Cookie and the Haydens. If you've looked through the channel at all, you'll see that Cookie is our little doggy. She's sat right there asleep, just behind the camera. And the Haydens is us, so the family. And we make videos not just about reselling, but also lots of videos about Cookie and our travel vlogs and all kinds of stuff. So that's why it's Cookie and the Haydens. Question 2 is, where were you born? I was born in Stockport, and that is where I live now. I live in an area called Reddish in Stockport. So yeah, pretty much, well, I've been in Stockport all my 30 years of life. So question number 3 is, where are you now? So right this minute, I'm in my office, stroke stockroom, newly created when I went full-time on eBay. So yeah, we're in the office stroke stockroom stroke studio. That's a good one. So question 4 is, what would your parents have named you if you were the opposite sex? So if I was a girl. So I genuinely don't know the answer to that, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can ring Fix It Frida, aka the mother, and see what she says. So let's FaceTime her. Hello.
Hi.
You all right?
Yeah, it's all right. I've got a funny throat.
Where are you?
Hi.
Where are you?
I'm just on my way home, love. Going past Morrison's in a minute on my way home.
Okay.
All right?
I've got a quick question for you. I'm doing this video thing that asks you loads of questions, so I've got a question for you. Are you there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If I was born a girl,
Yeah.
what would you have called me?
Alison.
What?
Alison.
Alison?
Yeah. Why?
Where's that come from?
Well, I never considered a girl at all when I was pregnant with you. So Alison just popped into my head.
What, just now while we're talking, or 30 years ago?
Yeah. It
Just-
was always going to be Christopher. And we never chose a girl's name.
Right. But what if I'd have been a
Okay.
girl?
I have no idea.
Oh, bloody hell. All right.
What's the questions for?
It's just this questions video thing. Right, I'm going.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hang up then. It weren't that funny. How bizarre. She's a strange one. So question 5 is, what is your eye colour? Well, it's like a blue, basically. Question number 6 is, what's your favourite candle scent? Well, until a couple of years ago, and well, until Annabelle came into my life, I didn't really like candles much, but I do quite like them now. And what I go for, I always go for like sweetie type smells. So things like cinnamon cakes, or like Swizzles sweets. So anything sweets like cola cubes or cherry laces, or jelly belly bean smells. I like that kind of stuff. And like cookies and cream and vanilla, all the sweetie type smells. Question 7 is, can you cook? Yes, I can. I'm actually a better cook than Annabelle. I can cook all kinds of stuff. Spaghetti bolognese, curries, that's all I can think of. But I cook loads of stuff. Question 8 is, what's your star sign? I was born in October, which makes me a Libra, but I don't care. People go off these star signs all the time, and they read the stars, and it's just a load of rubbish. There's 12 star signs. I don't know how many people there are in the world, but there's like 20 million, no, there's probably more than that, 50 million people who are Libra. So how can that work? Question 9 is, what scares you about getting old? Well, there's not a lot. One of the things would be like being skint when you're older, like having no money, not being able to enjoy your retirement. But probably something that overrides even being skint is, say, if Annabelle passed away before me, I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope on my own, I don't think. It'd be awful. So, yeah, that. Question 10 is, what is the last thing that I bought? If you discount reseller stuff, because I haven't bought much of that really either recently, it's probably this Apple Watch, my new Apple Watch. That's the last thing that I bought. Question 11 is, what's your favourite holiday? Now, this could have two connotations, because if these 19 questions were created in the States, then that means Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. But for us in the UK, what's your favourite holiday means like vacation, like what's been your favourite holiday, the place that you've liked the best. So I'll go with that one because that's what it means to me. So I love going to the States. I mean, I've been really, really lucky. I've been all over the world. I've been to so many places. We absolutely loved our honeymoon, of course, which was Vegas, San Francisco, LA, San Diego. That's amazing. But we also love New York because that's where we got engaged. That's where I proposed, on the ice rink at the Rockefeller Christmas tree, on the ice rink in front of everybody. There's a video to that. So that was a good one. And we love going to Florida because I've been 4 or 5 times, it's amazing. I love it. So basically anywhere in the States. Question 12, what is your guilty pleasure? Oh, this was really hard. I ain't got a clue, so I had to ask Annabelle about this one. So she reckons it's having my feet rubbed. Yeah, that's gross, I know. But I do like having my feet rubbed, like with creams and stuff. Proper weird. So question 13, what shows do you binge watch? Well, to be honest, we don't have that much time to binge watch stuff. We're always doing something, or I'm working or whatever. There has been some shows that we have binge watched. The one that immediately springs to mind was Breaking Bad. We watched from start to finish the entire series, probably in about three or 4 weeks. We literally watched 2-3 episodes a night because it was so addictive. Yeah, we loved binge watching that. But some of the other stuff, like, we'll save episodes up. So once we've got 2 or 3 episodes to watch, we'll watch 3 in one night. You know, like Walking Dead, like The Apprentice, like stuff like that, really. I can't think of any others, but we don't tend to watch like entire series. But definitely the one that springs to mind, Breaking Bad. Question 14 is, what item do you never leave the house without? Now, I think everyone must give the same answer for this, unless you're trying to be clever. So the obvious answer is your phone, your wallet, your keys. But I'm just going to say my shoes. Question 15 is, are you a morning person or an evening person? Well, I thought once upon a time I was a morning person, but since I've started reselling full time, I'm definitely an evening person. My productivity in the morning is really low. I just find it really hard in the morning. But afternoon / evening, I get tons done. So definitely now an evening person. What is your favourite movie genre? Well, I like lots of movies. I'm a real big movie fan. We go to the cinema on a weekly basis. I've got tons of movie stuff in the house. But I do like a good horror film. So I'd probably have to say well, it's really hard, to be honest. I'd probably say horror. But if you ask me what my favourite film was, it wouldn't be a horror film. There's loads of stuff. Oh, I'll just say horror. Question 17. What's good in your life right now? Well, there's lots of things. Working for myself, obviously that can have its bad points, but it's definitely better than working for someone else. Plans for the future. Cookie, of course. Who can forget Cookie? And my wife, Annabelle. Because if I didn't say that, she'd kill me. Question 18 is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? 100% introvert. I admit that I'm not great when it comes to large groups of people. I'm not a big sort of socialite. So yeah, introvert. So the final question, we are here at last. Question 19, what has been your biggest accomplishment? There's one thing that sticks out, and that was fairly recent times. About 18 months ago, I got a letter from the charity DKMS, and it said that I was a match for a potential stem cell donation. Basically, there's a young girl in America, age 16, and she is on death's door, to put it bluntly. She's got a severe blood cancer and was desperate for a match to give her any chance of survival. And I was that match. Me. Little old me. So, cutting a long story short, I absolutely agreed to go ahead and do it, because how could you not, knowing that saying no, this person was going to die. That was it. So I underwent an operation to have bone marrow extracted. I stayed 3 days in hospital. I had a week off work and took about a month to recover properly. And my stem cells winged their way to America and were given to the patient, and she, fingers crossed, up to now, as far as I'm aware, she's survived, which is amazing. And I'm really proud of myself for putting myself through that, for doing it. No gain to myself, of course. Just a random act of kindness, I guess it is. So yeah, that is probably my biggest achievement. What else could I think of that would be bigger than saving somebody's life, hopefully? I did get a letter from the girl who received my stem cells, and her mother, an amazing letter, and basically she really was in a dire straits, and they said that she was doing well. Well, that was 6 months ago. I've not heard from them since, and we're not allowed to have proper contact until 2 years. So 2 years will be about the middle of next year. So I did make a vlog, a series of vlogs. I think I did 4 or 5 videos at the time, charting the process that I went through from start to finish. So if you want to go and watch it, feel free to go and watch it. But the main reason I made those videos was, firstly, to raise awareness, to try and convince people to go on the list to be a stem cell donor. But also I thought to myself, wouldn't it be amazing if I finally get to meet this person one day and I can show them these videos of what I went through to help them? Wouldn't it be amazing for them to watch that? Yeah, there you go. That's probably my biggest achievement. I don't know if I'll ever top it. So that's it. 19 questions done. I hope you found it interesting. Feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, drop us a comment. Why not? And don't forget, Jason T. Smith, you're up next. 2 Aussie thrifters. Get it done. Jimmy from Trotters into eBay Traders. Come on, get your 19 questions on. And also, Andy, the Mad Tatter, we want to see you on camera. See you later, guys.